Huh. Failed to connect. According to my desktop, but my pocket computer. Okay, see, that's interesting. And yet, here's my voice, so. Right? As I wait for it to. And yet, here's my voice, so. Right? Yes. So all is well. Well, except the continues to fluctuate between poor and good. My internet connection. Hmm. So I won't be here for the full charge of and just under an hour and a half of a stream that I could have because I'm torn between the needs of lots of writing, like 4,500 words between now and the end of the day, and the constant streaming to hopefully get 50,000 views by the end of the year. So I got the need for a million words, which could use the good of a 20 field harvest, or the streaming of to 50,000 views. Now I could write as I stream, which I guess I'll do right now. Okay, I'm back. I'm streaming as I write these words, and because I'm writing, the stream is quiet, and I wonder just how long I can let the stream be as quiet as it is. So for people who are checked in, okay, one apparently is a moderator because there's always a moderator. Apparently. So, just how long can I go in silence? Well, you know, I don't even know how many. Well, how many of you are here Right now, I've got 5 listed, 5 views listed. How many of that 5 is even here right now? Because the broadcast has been 5 minutes, and see the numbers. It would be helpful to know how many are currently here and the average length that someone is streaming, like is watching the stream. Like that to me, that sounds that's coding that could be done. That wouldn't take, wouldn't be like, oh my god, how do we code this? But I don't, not that I code, have ever coded, could code. It's beyond me. Um, but it doesn't strike me as the hardest code ever in all the world. So can we get that, perhaps? Because it'd be nice to know how many of the 5 are actually here. Because they're so very shy. Mind you, the silence in a stream, it's not only because I've taken to writing. No, it can also come as I'm streaming. So better to have some silence, no, thanks to the writing, than just lapsing to a stillness of the mouth. Though I have some things to, it's manifest what I want, what I hope to see. Haps comic strip. If you ever wanted to make a comic strip, can make a comic strip. Let's make one at Haps. Panel stream. If you ever wanted to write or draw some comic book panels as part of a show, like people like to see unfolding art. People like to see unfolding comic book art. It could work. Hap short film. Yeah, these are all creative projects that require help from people who are, well, I'm too busy. I can't do that. well, which is not to say that there isn't truth to that. It's just that's the easy answer. You know, mm. It's the kind of answer that just makes me want to call just frustrates me. There's draw timber, which I will be doing, and it's very simple. Just pick a number of drawings that you're comfortable doing a day for the whole of the month. So even if it's one, all you got to do is say, okay, I'll do a drawing in, 5 minutes. And then you do that drawing. You draw one drawing a day, 5 minutes. It's a race. People love races. And yes, you can race with art, and it doesn't have to be terrible. It can be good. And you stream that. Sell my shirts? Yeah, well, I've got shirts for sale, and they're good shirts. They're fun shirts. How many times can I say shirts? Sponsors, because fuck it, I'm worth it. Yeah, I know, money's tight. Money, obviously, if you can't, you can't. But there's still a lot of people who can. So are they watching these streams? And even if they're watching these streams, they might say, not with my money, man. No, 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 no. Oh, and hit 50,000 views by the end of the year. I'm currently on pace for, well, as of this return to streaming, I've got a good chance of high 40s, but I want 50 in the year that I turned 50. It's doable, but it ain't gonna be easy. And I'm gonna need more than just 8 views. So chop chop, come to me, my viewers. So I don't know if that works, but I'm trying to manifest success. And the beauty of a comic strip, as I have it, if you set it in a city with a cool name of I don't know, Hap City, which could either be Haps City or Hap City, like Rhapsody, but just Hap City. I mean, obviously the blessing of Haps would be nice for such a doing. Because Haps getting on board with it would help. And the people of Haps have been in streams of mine, okay. Well, at least once, anyway. I'm halfway to the end of this broadcast if I stick to the half hour, and I think I'll probably do that. So, how's your Saturday? I know, asking the question that I'll never get a response to outside of the very few who ever drop in the comments. Yeah, I know, it's a common complaint I have. It's just because I love to interact in streams. I wish others would too. Or at least in, well, I know there are streams there are streams where people actually engage. Like, oh my god, it's frustrating. I am grateful that I have found some viewers. People actually, well, at least standing to be counted as views in a viewership. So that's great. I guess I just want more because I've actually been in streams on Haps where there have been multiple people engaging, and that's cool. And I don't think those people finish that stream and they're like, "Oh my god, that was so tiring. How can I engage like that again?" Oh, and they also react to streams, react to each other, and I've actually seen it, so it's not a myth. Let me find a slice of goodly happiness. Try to use this place for my own betterment, yes. And I will be a most grateful man, which could be a part of God's good plan if I believed in Him. Which I don't. More properly put, I sit on the fence. When it comes to the subject of does God exist? When it comes to the subject, you know who does God exist? Because if that's the case, I would have words with God. According to the Bible, He flooded the earth. Man, that's not okay, man. This guy has 21,400 views. What is wrong with the world, man? This guy sucks and can't do voices worth shit. Well, that's not wrong. I don't do voices. And yeah, I do have 21,400 views. Thanks for noticing. Hmm. Ah. Well, it's after 11 now. Hmm. So I've got some writing done. And to the 12 who've checked in, thank you. And you certainly don't have to say why you've checked in. Ah. So I've got some writing done, and that is good, but can it be a good that I come on back but two? Cast after cast. So I've got some writing done, and that is good. But can it be a good that I come on back but two cast after cast? So this could be the last, as it's just not right to write as I talk. So that's for you to answer. What do you like? If your vote was the deciding vote that I would be hold myself to, do you like it when I write as I stream so that when I'm writing, all you hear is the tap, tap, tap? Because apparently, if I talk and write, it's hard to hear me over the stream, over the sound of the typing. Don't mind me, I just have to check a message here, or a series of messages. I know. Asking for comments. You're a very shy audience. Or an absent audience. I don't know. Maybe you drop in for 30 seconds and you're on to somebody else's stream, or you're watching YouTube or playing music. But again, knowing the answer, wow, it's past 11. Am I staying longer? Well, I'd say you decide, but I know I keep asking, hoping. Ah. So drawing, yeah, since I'm not racing today. I'll do plenty of racing in September. I've got 30 races to do in September, so, and they're the biggest. 16 and 48. No, I'm not going to go higher than 16 and make it 32. That's 32 is too small. Unless I could draw 32 flowers, but even then, or 32 little people. Well, I could do 32 roundies. But at racing roundies, that's a lot. No, 16's a good number. And the plan is because 16 and 48 over 30 days, that's 480 drawings. Quick as they are and as free of detail as they are, it's still at 480 times 25 because I like the long range plans and unfoldings, like 10,000 drawings of the peach covers. Which is going to take, well, was going to take 25 years, but now, well, if I do, yeah, 730 times, well, 15. Well, okay. It'll take less than 15 years if I do two a day. 730 times 14. Whoa, not even 14 years. Let's see, 730 times 13. Okay, 13 years. So I'll do it in 14. So in some of those years, I'll do more than 730. So let's see, 750 times 13. 751 times 13. Okay, 752 times. Oh, wait. Wow, yeah. It's right now it's 14 years. I shaved off a lot of time by starting to draw two a day. But it will be better. Well, it'll be cool when I can. Uh, we shall see what we shall see over the coming years, and what will be the first peach cover that's not drawn by me. Yeah, no. Yeah, I get the So, what about my silent casts? Sometimes I'm gonna be silent. Um, but at least if I'm writing, okay, that's not writing. That's just. At least if I'm writing, there is a tapping of the keys, which is a goodly sound, but don't you think? Though you mightn't agree at all, and say to yourself if you hear that is, and haven't already moved yourself to some other corner of the interwebs, give us the peach who talks. Though you mightn't agree at all, and say to yourself if you hear that is, and haven't already moved yourself to some other corner of the interwebs, give us the peach who talks, or at least a drawing to look bad at, if you're going to type. Which is a fair point. Since the chaos of my desk is not particularly interesting, so I'll give you one of my favorite little drawings of late. But whatever I'm doing, you keep giving me the numbers anyway. So, small, summer, like 20. Hey, I'll take 20. I mean, 20 times 4 is only 80, but there's also replay views, so I'm toddling on. So I must be doing something right, right? Because you're not being paid by a secret millionaire. Because if you were, tell him to come pay me directly. He doesn't need to pay you to come for 30 seconds a stream just so I get the numbers and think I'm doing good. Which I must be doing good on some level. So even though it's like uh, it's like a complete surprise that I get any reaction, even a thumbs up, like, which doesn't cost you. I know it costs you 2 seconds to go thumbs up, or just laughing, or what, like, let's look at the reactions. There's the thumbs up, there's the heart, and then all the rest are faces. Like, I'm probably more likely to get a hater to put down the tear face, but no, I mean, well, the haters might do something like walk in and leave a live chat of Control Alt Delete, please, with 2 exclamation marks. Uh, thank you for your kind. Thank you for saying please, but I have a duck who wants to have a talk with you. My coughing duck. And if you play with that in the right way, you get what I'm saying without saying it. Because it's rather rude to say, but sometimes you want to take the coughing duck and employ him, because some people deserve to be coughing ducked. And I just pictured Donald saying this. Well, Donald, certainly Donald Duck, that is, not some other Donald. Uh, so, how's your Saturday? Mine's mine's not bad. Uh, the first quarter continues to be a quarter of only narrative, even though the narrative that I've been working on, the the unexpected days of Kim Morith, I set that aside to work on a narrative that I could write more of, because it's the first writing of that narrative, and the first writing of a narrative tends to be more productive than one that's uh, more than 20 in. And even at that, it still could have been more productive, but it's tough when I leave it so that I have to, if I'm not writing a lot. But of course, these are only concerns if you're on the daunting task of writing a million words a year. Or in the case of this year, the aim is 1,050,000, because I'm turning 50, so I decided, well, 50,000 in honor of my turning 50. So it's 1,050,000 is the true aim. Anything less, I'll be a little disappointed. Even though 50,000 extra is like, it's already hard enough to do a million. Like, do the math. Well, I've done the math. 2,740 words a day, some 19,000 a week, though I go by different weeks, so, and 84,000 a month. Like, that's just an idea of the averages. For me, a winning week is 20,000. So I mean, 19,000 times 52. Okay, it's more than 19,000. Let's say, because that's only 988. Let's say 19,100. Yeah, 19,100 times 52. Oh, okay. 19,200. Yeah, and if you're a math in your head person, you're like, I already know it's 19,283. Yeah. No, it's something less than 19,283. Anyway, I'm sure if I stayed for the full hour and 29 minutes of the second quarter that remains, well, that I could have without crossing over into the third quarter, because I just don't like to do that. So maybe I'll do that on my birthday, when I'll be streaming, if I'm still streaming then. Uh, Traps near constantly that day. Yeah, because I can stream with my pocket computer here 4 times for 2 hours at a time, and I'll have my laptop that I can stream from, so that I can do more than 2 hours. I mean, I don't know if I'll be in pre-COVID times. I'd go out on my birthday, have a drink or two, and just enjoy the birthday thing. Yeah, I'd get a few drinks. I'd get some free drinks, because that's how I roll. I get free drinks from time to time. Yeah, so I'm good with 20 and whatever replay views I get, and I started the day at 21,400 views. Fingers crossed I get to 21,600 by the end of the day, and then 22,000 by Tuesday. So, I've been Charles Petrie. You've been you. We're all kinds of awesome. Peace upon your faces. Again, it's the gentle rain. You don't get soaked. Just refreshed, and by the time you're home again to swim, because you have a pool, lucky you, you're dry. So, I'll be back again soon. And thank you for being here. For however long you were here. Because maybe all 20 of you were, well, I guess except the one who has to moderate the broadcast. And isn't allowed to say hello, I'm the moderator. Okay. Because apparently there's always a moderator for streams. Even if we don't have a moderator ourselves, someone has to moderate. Because people being people, gotta. But if you're the designated moderator, are you really not allowed to say that you're the designated moderator? I guess, because I've never had someone say I'm the designated moderator, and I like your streams, or I'm here to help. Yeah. Anyway, it's been nice, even if I'm the only one listening to the sound of my own voice. It feels like I'm making progress here, and this is where